Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the managing director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing visa overstay. And yeah, there was a time going back about 6-8 years ago before the blacklist and further back before that. And I've met some folks that were in kind of an infinite overstay. And what are we talking about here? Well, basically they had a visa, they came in, and then they just didn't go in to renew it. They didn't go deal with it. They just overstayed. And prior to the inception of what I would call the sort of broad blacklist, there's always been a blacklist in Thailand in the sense that if you were convicted of a crime, generally you'll get put in the blacklist and not allowed to return, or not allowed to return for a certain period of time. But there was not a blacklist for overstay until a few years back. Roughly, I think 2014, 15, we started seeing this blacklist become implemented. Might have been a little earlier than that. In fact, I've had people ask me if it came about as a result of the political situation in 2014 when the government changed over. And my answer to that is actually, it's my understanding, no, that these policies were being promulgated even before that. That's not really the thrust of this video. Long story short, there was a time when you could just overstay infinitely. And essentially the worst thing that would happen is if you got caught, they'd kick you out. You paid a 20,000 baht fine, and presumably you could come right back in before the blacklist. And obviously that time has now come and gone. So where does that leave us? Well, in the present circumstances, you have to maintain your lawful status on a continuous basis. Failure to do so results in an overstay. If you go over 90 days of overstay, you can end up on the blacklist and thereby not being allowed to come back. So presently, you need to keep your status up to date. But yeah, there was a time where, as a practical matter, you could end up in sort of this overstay, in sort of this infinite limbo. As long as you didn't get caught, you were sort of in this infinite overstay.